So I'm John McGrane, and I'm the Director General of the British Irish Chamber of Commerce, an organisation set up to represent the interests of businesses with interests in the two islands of Britain and Ireland. The business of influencing government policy in this area is really important to us because sometimes people take for granted that there's a great deal of trade between the UK and Ireland, which there is, so much so that it's in danger of being sort of crowded out by talk of Europe and talk of the US and transatlantic trade deals. We like to remind people that it's really important that the scale of trade that's between the UK and Ireland today is, from Ireland's point of view, our biggest two-way trading relationship. And actually Ireland is the fifth largest trading partner of the UK. It's really important that Scottish businesses have a good sense of who they want to meet when they talk about the Irish market. And our business as a Chamber of Commerce, exclusively focused on trade between Britain and Ireland, is all about saying that there's a great opportunity for Scottish firms in Ireland. We regard it as trading in the next country being as easy as trading in the next county. And it very much is, because of similarities in language, in culture, in law, and legal systems, and business processes, payments, etc. We exist to have a good understanding of the people on both sides of the equation, and to say we think not only has that guy got a product that's of interest to somebody else, or that lady is making something of interest that has merit in its own right, but we think those people might get on really well with them. And certainly doing business in Ireland, just as much as in Scotland, people value that relationship quality as much as the underlying business mathematics, you might say. And it's the most enduring principle. People like to do business with people like them. Well, it's important for any business thinking of expanding, whether locally or indeed by exporting, including from Scotland to Ireland, to think about the process by which they'll do that. At the simplest level, given that we're so similar in culture and language and systems, and so close to each other in distance and accessibility, that you can do business really quite simply. Certainly if you're planning on building long-term scalable business, you might want to think about the option of doing a joint venture with somebody on the ground who knows the market very well, because no matter the similarities, the nuances, just as much as nuances more locally, are very important to understand. Things like tastes, things like custom and practice, things like packaging, for instance, things like local customer preferences, even within Ireland, which can vary from county to county. So there are optional structures around that, including going it alone, forming a joint venture with somebody else, becoming based on the ground itself. So there are all of those range of entry structures. And our service provider network, people like tax practitioners, tax experts, legal experts, company and corporation experts, we have the connections throughout the British Irish Chamber of Commerce organisation to be able to offer you the links in to the people who can give you the expertise you need. Well, for people thinking about Brexit and all that will entail, the first thing we'd say is you really do need to think about it, in the sense that not thinking about it is not a strategy. Even if your conclusions when you've thought about it is, that actually I don't need to make any change, that's fine as long as you've thought it through. If you think it through, you might well think that actually I need to hedge my bets here or cover my situation by growing my business, but also growing it with a base and an establishment inside the European Union.